What's going on there, guys? It's your boy, that pipe guy, coming back at you. Smoking some cognac mixture out of my sandblasted Silhouette. And you know, I seen a remark Tom York left on my last video about how it's nice to see, you know, old pipes looking beautiful just simply because of the form and because of, you know, the process, the manufacturing process, because of the grain, you know, that this has, because of the band, the way that the stem is done, just a good looking pipe. It's just a good looking pipe. It doesn't need any special Cumberland stems or anything like that to look good. And that was an interesting thought to me, because it had never occurred to me that I took it for granted that everybody else thought the way I thought. I actually look for grains. I look for, you know, good looking grain. I'm not a big flame grain fan. More of a ring grain, or a not a ring grain, but a bird's eye fan. I like the super grains because of that. The flame grains, though, they can look good. They're just fewer and further between than I would like. Like, I have a flame grain K. Woody Oompal, and I have a suntan Oompal. To me, the suntan is by far the better looking Oompal, even though the flame grain is spectacular looking. I just like the grain better. And, you know, and it occurred to me that this really is a rare pipe right here. I've never seen another Silhouette that was a 4-hole stinger, much less a 4-hole stinger with a patent registry on the stinger. You know, they kind of stopped doing, or this is an old school stinger. An old school 4-hole stinger. And it smokes lovely. And, you know, in collecting these pipes, I naturally have just, I don't really care about the stems. I'm not so much an artisan pipe collector, really. I like collecting the older factory pipes because they were made to look good. They were working man's pipes, and they were just made to look good on the cheap. They didn't have, like he said, they didn't have snazzy stems, acrylic stems, although the rock Ambura ones are a bit snazzy. But it seems to me that they focus more on the briar, and that's what I focus on, the briar. But it seems like they focus more on the quality of the briar, the placement of the shape within the briar, the geometry of the briar. You know, like I was talking about yesterday, how the bird's eye grain, which this has some, the bird's eye grain along the channel, the back, the spine of the pipe, if you will, and the base and the bottom of the bowl absorbs tobacco juices faster. Now, nobody can really say for sure one way or the other if K. Woody did that, because we can't talk to the president of K. Woody, then we can't talk to the factory floor workers. There's no documentation. All we have to go by is the pipes that are left behind. It's like we're like archaeologists. We just have bones. We have pipes, and pretty much the whole K. Woody community just comes together to contribute to the knowledge base, which there are a few guys that have contributed more than others, but I feel I've actually got a few pipes that would contribute to the knowledge base. But he's right, K. Woody, they weren't making snazzy pipes. They were making good smokers, with form, with proper, with good-looking shapes, like this one, this big old Canadian, with this one, which is really, this is one of my favorite bents. It smokes really well. It can gurgle, but there's a way to deal with that. They actually make these more like drinkless, or like not drinkless pipes, but reservoir pipes. They make it to where the juice can collect in a reservoir. See, if I tip it like that, got a little bit in my mouth, but it will collect in a reservoir. The same thing with the Pals. They also have a reservoir. This one just smokes lovely too. I get big old hits. It's got a most excellent draft. The draw on it is really nice. But I seen a guy today who posted a K. Woody, an octagon super grain billiard, just like this one, unsmoked, and he wants $200 for it. And I was thinking to myself, geez, that is just an outrage, because I got this one for, you could almost say, free. And I would actually prefer this to a brand new one. I don't know, I don't mind the estate pipes. I don't mind getting a used pipe. I think that's what pipe smoking has become. And I've noticed, I compared this to the other octagon I have, the drinkless, and this one is much lighter. It's much lighter than the other octagon, and I think that's super grains. Their spiel, their milieu, is their lightness. The fact that they're so lightweight. They're really easy to clench. I mean, even my Canadian, that outrageously large Canadian, smokes fantastic, and it has a great balance. And This is definitely one of my favorite shapes, and I think it was one of their best sellers too, because they seem to have made every one of their lines, every color you can imagine, into a yachtsman or a Zulu, as they're known. And then you have like their panel billiards, which is an extremely clever way to get some snazzy look without being too loud. You don't have to be too loud. I think that's what K Woody's all about. Like they have a pipe called the Husanor or the Kusanor, but it's similar to it's a paneled billiard, but it's paneled in a diamond checker. Like it's like a check. It's got a checker, a grid paneling, but with diamonds. And it's an extremely coveted shape. I've never personally seen one, but I seen it in an ad today. And as I've seen people that said they wanted one, and they were on the lookout, and I'm thinking, what the heck is a Usanor or a Kusanor? And then I found out, and was like, damn, I gotta have one too eventually. What I've actually found, these sandblast pipes with the 4-hole stinger to be extremely hard to get a hold of. And well, the thorns aren't as hard to get a hold of, but relief grains and silhouettes with 4-hole stingers that are pre-war, they're almost impossible to get. I've only got 2 relief grains with the rustication that I've been able to lay my hands on with 4-hole stingers. Although I did see one online this morning for $20 and ordered it. Similar to the rusticated thorn I was showing yesterday, a smaller one. Smaller relief grain, which I have a regular sized billiard relief grain that's a Labatt billiard, and then a squat bulldog relief grain that are 4-hole stingers. Other than and the one I ordered, other than those 3, I haven't seen any other 4-hole stinger relief grains. So there was only a couple years there that they made both 4-hole stingers and relief grains. But man, they really, I think K Woody for factory pipes, and this is another thing. I know Parsimonious, he always mentions factory pipes. That's how he refers to K Woody's as factory pipes. He's right. They are factory pipes. But to me, I don't find whether or not a pipe was produced in a factory or or produced by one person in their workshop with a lathe and some woodworking skill. That's not what matters to me. What matters to me is the quality of the briar and how that briar is processed. And I think K Woody had that down pat. I think they had it down pat. they were able to produce a huge number of pipes, quality pipes, good-looking pipes, good smoking pipes. You know, and I can't overstate that enough, you know, how they were able to do that, you know, just make a whole, like, just thousands and thousands of pipes. I would say they pretty much made a pipe for everybody. If you like pipes, they make one that you'll like. And I've found this to be so. Obviously, I have so many of them. And I enjoy smoking them, and I enjoy talking about them. And I enjoy sharing information with you guys that I find out. About them. And, you know, I just wanted to come on and kind of touch a few points here and there and reply to some comments. But I hope you guys have a good day. I'll probably come back on at lunch and do another video. And we'll see what the day brings. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. That pipe guy, over and out.